Hello everybody, this is Mackerel Phones. Today I am playing Moirai. This is a first-person exploration game, or an adventure game, I think it's an adventure game. I don't know much about it. There's apparently a twist at the end of all the crazy clickbait titles you see on it, related to it on YouTube when you look it up, or to be judged by. And Moirai, I believe, is the name of the Fates in Greek mythology. This game reminds me a lot, based on what little I've seen of it, of Judith. Although, as far as I know, no one who was involved in making Judith was involved in making this one. Definitely gives me that vibe. Hello, Father. My prayers go out to poor Julia. It's been a year since her husband has passed. She hasn't been seen all day. I imagine she is grieving. Do you mind visiting her at her home? It's the house to the right as you leave town. Can do, priest. You're a short little fellow. Oh, you're a boy. That's why you're short. Because you're still growing. Need to stay close to Mama, otherwise she'll worry that we've run off. Okay. Stay in school. Eat your vegetables. Hello, Mother. Did you hear about the boy? Julia lost her son in the cave shortly after her husband died. Poor Julia. I would never let my boys out of sight. The cave, huh? Is this your house? Hold on, what am I doing? I need to go visit Julia's house. Oh, are you the daughter of the mother? This is a very small settlement. Sometimes Daddy lets us go pat the sheep on the head. They're so soft. Glad you think so. Oh, this must lead to the farm where the sheep are. Okay, I see, so maybe the town isn't so small. Because this is just part of it. Well, Julia isn't here. She has 2 beds. I suppose one of them was for her son. There's a picture on the shelf of a wife, husband, and a young boy. I wonder where they are. Well, we know that 2 of them are dead. So that's sad. Can we look at this one? No. Just that one shelf. To me, this kind of pixel art is just borderline going too far. But I still think it's charming. Julia's not home. Maybe she's out by the farm. If you could find her, that would be appreciated. Well, don't worry, I'm gonna go find her. Let me just look around first. Oh, hey, sorry, I was a little startled. Oh, you're the chef. His name must be Chef. It looks like a lovely day outside. You should head out to the farm if you get the chance. Spend some time with the animals. Okay, Chef. Can do, Chef. Once, when I was in high school, I knew a guy named Baker. One time I said, hey, if you became a cook, you'd be Cook Baker. I heard there's gold in the cave, but I'm too scared to enter. They say there's a little boy that hunts over your shoulder? It's an odd phrasing. So there's a ghost that lives in the cave. Well, fine. We might have to deal with a ghost. That's okay. After all, we all have a ghost inside us, in our brains. That's where it lives. My uncle and dad are out chopping wood to keep us warm in the winter. They should be home soon. Oh. Very thoughtful of them to be out chopping wood. Ah, this must be the farm. Yes, it is indeed the farm. Hold on, I want to see the sheep. There they are. Sheepy, sheepy, sheep. Poke them. I want to pet them. I agree. Man, these are very different sheep from the ones that Vincent saw in his dreams. Probably because unlike those sheep, these are really sheep. Although I don't know. Wasn't the point of that metaphor that to some extent we're all sheep? Yeah, it was. I wouldn't know why we would want to go in there anyway. This sort of... It does definitely give me the same kind of vibes as Judith did, though maybe a little less creepy. Oh, and here's the cave. You must be the lumberjack. My brother and I were chopping wood when we heard moans coming from the cave. My brother went in to investigate. He should have been back by now. I'm worried. Can you check on him? There's a lantern beside you on that stump. I worried something like this was going to happen. Well, I don't know why I should go in here, but alright, sure. So this is the cave. One of my very few fears in life is the dark. I'm going to be honest. Hey you, come over here. Did my brother send you? Bless him. The moans are coming from further down. I'd go in, but my sight's no good. You should take this knife. Who knows, you may need it. Can I use it? Doesn't seem like it. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of getting tense now. I really don't like the dark. But if there's moaning, it's probably someone who's in trouble, right? Not someone who's gonna hurt us. The person causing them to moan is who's gonna hurt us. The Steam's page said that what I find may surprise me, so maybe I'll find a very friendly guy who just wants to crack jokes with us. Yup. What the? What's this? There's some tools leaning against the wall. It looks as though they've been used to mark carvings into the wall. Wow! Has someone been counting off the days they've been here? They must have been here for years! There's a book on top of this pedestal. It is labeled Farmers. There is a list of names inside. How eerie. That certainly is strange. Wait. Oh, it's just a rock. Okay. Place is sort of labyrinthine. But it seems to be some kind of mine shaft, judging by all the braces. Or at least it was a mine at one time. Used to be a mine. Am I lost? Oh wait, no, I'm not. There's our friend, the lumberjack's brother. Perhaps we should mention the book. Go ahead, I can't see. You should have taken the lantern in, actually. Why did you just wait around here after you went in without the lantern? Doesn't make sense, you know? For a second I thought it was a dead end. Are we going to find another book that will list all the blacksmiths in town or something? Though there's probably only one. It's a small town. Someone must have died here. The bones look as though they're a child's. Of course they're the, Julia's sons, right? I can see something shiny. It's just out of my reach. That's fine. We'll find an extendo arm. It'll spring out, and we'll grab it. Like the kind Nintendo used to make, back in their era as a toy company. I believe the man who invented that particular toy died when he got in a car accident, and when he got out to inspect the damage, the car hit him and killed him. Or not his car, a different car did. His car was parked. Hello? Hello? Where are you? Oh! Oh, there you are. You're very bloody, sir. Maybe you are the one behind all this. Well, why do you have a knife, farmer? That when I came into the cave and the man who stood on the stone gave it to me, You speak in a strange way, sir. Yes. There seems to be something wrong with you. But... well, what's the worst that could happen if we let them pass? They might hurt someone else, but there are 2 lumberjacks out there. I'm sure they would be able to take them out, if they needed to. Alright, I'll let you go. Will I regret this? Maybe. He was pretty forthright about killing that woman, after all. Hello? I thought I heard somebody. Go, whoops, sip, 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 sip. Yeah, I did. Ugh! Please help me. I'm in a lot of pain. I came here to end my life. My name is Julia, and I want to see my child and husband in heaven. My husband was a miner in these caves. He spent days mining for gold, and then one day he found something. He found a golden nugget. I thought we could retire and be comfortable for the rest of our lives, but he didn't trust me. He buried the gold nugget to spite me. Then he disappeared. Everyone in the town heard about our good fortune. They thought I was rich. I was so ashamed that I couldn't tell them the truth. One day my son wandered into the cave. He wanted to find his daddy. He wanted to make everything better. But he never came out of the cave. I went to look for him, but I couldn't find him. Now it's too late. I have nobody. Will you help me? Will you help me end my life? No, I'm going to get help. Then leave me, you coward. Uh-oh, are people gonna think we did it? I mean, look, there still might be things for her to live for. I don't wanna, just say that she's definitely going to, has no reason to live. There's always a way out. Whoa! Wait a minute. What the? You look a lot like the other farmer. Why do you have blood on your overalls? Why do you have a knife? I heard moans. What have you done? Let me see what will happen to you. And that is where this story shall end, at least for now. It is up to the next player of this game to choose your fate, just as you chose for the previous player. Oh. Well, that is a bit of a twist. Why, I suppose the previous player had the good fortune of surviving. My email address? Are they going to let me know if I'm spared or killed? I suppose so. Huh. Well, that's a unique little idea for a video game. The next player determines how your story ends. How odd, are we in the midst of some kind of time loop? It's more of a proof of concept than a fully realized video game, I feel. But what an interesting concept. This is the sort of thing that video games as an interactive medium are able to do that other mediums are not. It will be up to future game developers to flesh out the idea further, but good job, whatever little team made Moirai. And it makes sense that it's called Moirai too, because it's all about fate, and about how your fate is basically determined by other people. I suppose I was a bit more coherent than the person who came in there before me, though. I think that person may have had some kind of mental problems, judging by how incomplete and vague their words were. But, well, I can't know if I was right to let them out or not. Certainly they must have wounded that woman. That would explain why I found her like that. I'll have to keep an eye on my email to see what ends up happening. Though this kind of video game does have one major disadvantage, which is, many years from now, when nobody's playing it, it's not, if one person picks it up, they can't experience the whole thing. Multiple people are essential to it. But Moirai would not last for many years. This is how my story ended. As you left the cave, you were confronted by a farmer called Pooh. They asked you 3 questions. The first question that was asked was, "Why do you have blood on your overalls?" To which you responded, "A woman is dying down there. She spat blood on me." The second question that was asked was, "Why do you have a knife?" To which you responded, "A man said the cave might be dangerous. He gave me a knife in case." The third question that was asked was, "I heard moans. What have you done?" To which you responded, "I left the wounded woman to get help." After hearing your answers, Pooh decided to let you pass. This seems appropriate, as you let the previous farmer, Godfather, walk past despite being covered in blood. And that draws an end to your involvement in this story. Thank you for playing. But the story of Moirai did not end up being an endless cycle of deaths and mercies. The game itself ended up being targeted by hackers, and a hacker managed to permanently destroy it. The developer of the game, Chris Johnson, was able to get in touch with this person. Ultimately, it seems they did it for no reason. Some people are just incredibly small, reckless, and thoughtless. It's an interesting, albeit disappointing fate for a game that tested the way we morally engage with what we play. Often morality in games is statistical. Do a certain number of good and bad things and get the corresponding result. Meanwhile, morals are usually demonstrated as part of a narrative, not as part of a system. When moral is tied to narrative, a game's creator is usually in some fashion describing or teaching or prescribing a moral. That wasn't true in Moirai. It really just forced you to assess yourself, how you comport yourself when you think no one's listening. It tested both your reaction to some hairy moral dilemmas, while also, secretly at first, testing whether you can react without being a dick. That's me being moralistic, sorry. Well, that's, for now at least, been Mackerel Phones. That was Moirai, everyone.